Morning.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you? Oh, look at that beautiful dogwood. Nice. Good morning, everybody. We're headed towards the Coeur d'Alene Lake Drive. And hopefully Higgins Point. The terminus, the eastern terminus of the Centennial Trail. The North Idaho Centennial Trail follows the historic route of the Spokane International Railroad, which transported lumber, minerals, and agricultural goods throughout the region. The rail corridor was built by Daniel Chase Corbin, one of the busiest and wealthiest industrialists in the inland Northwest. He headed northwest in the 1860s following the news of gold strikes in Montana and ore discoveries in the Coeur d'Alene mining district in 1885. And he built the Coeur d'Alene Railway and Navigation Company, which connected steamships on Lake Coeur d'Alene to rail lines to move ore, freight, and passengers. As reliance on trains diminished, the lines fell into disuse. Officials eventually removed the tracks, leaving behind a graded corridor winding through forests, along riverbanks, and past developing towns. In the late 1980s, a new vision for this abandoned railway began to form, and community leaders and outdoor enthusiasts saw an opportunity to transform the forgotten path into a public asset. The North Idaho Centennial Trail project was put into motion in 1987, and the first 5 miles were dedicated on October of 1990, with the final link between Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls completed in 1996. The name itself ties to Idaho's Centennial celebrations. And interestingly, it hooks up to Washington's Centennial Trail, which was named for their Centennial celebrations.
Oh, shit.
So this road is called East Coeur d'Alene Lake Drive. And when I was a kid, this used to be the main highway before the freeway went through above it. And used to run right along the lake as the regular road before I-90 went through. It now mostly dead ends at our destination there at Higgins Point, but it used to go on through. The olden days. So this is the Silver Beach Marina. Awfully pretty. Lots of cool boats out there. I'd like to jump on that sailboat and go sailing around. Still a little early in the season, but there are a lot of boats out, and this is usually way packed, and boats running thither and yon in the high summer. So we're here early for that.
God, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day.
More steamboats once plied these waters than any lake west of the Great Lakes. It began in 1880 when the Army launched the Amelia Wheaton to carry supplies for Fort Coeur d'Alene, later named Fort Sherman. Many other steamers followed, hauling freight, towing logs, and carrying passengers. Docks lined the city of Coeur d'Alene lakefront. In 1927, officials burned the Georgia Oaks, Queen of the Lake, as part of the Coeur d'Alene's July 4th celebration. Although a few steamers operated into the 1940s, the steamboat era had reached its turning point.
distraction. Wow. So that bridge over there, it's a cast-in-place segmental concrete box girder bridge. It's 1,720 feet long, center spans of 520 feet, and end spans of 340. Has a height of 300 feet and a width of 83 feet and 8 inches. 21,000 cubic yards of concrete. Whoa. Veterans Memorial Centennial Bridge.
Got Tony's Supper Club coming up here, and well, I've never actually eaten here. It always looks so cool. And in the summer, generally pretty well packed up, and I guess you can pull your boat up to their dock and walk on up. So it seems like a great summer destination here on Lake Coeur. If you saw that on the road, it says we're mile marker 20 on the Centennial Trail on the Idaho side. I know Higgins Point is at 23, so that's how far we got to go to get to Higgins Point. Woo-hoo! Here comes the big hill. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Starting to get a little wondering if this was such a good idea right about here on this hill. It's a lot steeper than it looks. Or maybe I'm just a lot weaker than I feel like I should be. But we're getting there. We're gonna make it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Right here on the right, coming up is the Bennett Bay Inn. And I guess it's got beautiful views overlooking the lake. But when I was a kid, you used to talk about all the time about how they had theme rooms, like the jungle room and the safari room. And, it was a fancy place to go to if you wanted to, act out your fantasies, I guess. But they don't seem to be that pushed into their theminess as much as they used to be. Or at least it doesn't look like on their website. But Bennett Bay, there you go. Oh yeah, we done crested the top. Now we get to slide down onto the other side. Boy, looks like I got some go-fast girls gonna overtake me here soon. Good for you, ladies. Good for you. Give me something to shoot for. And there they go. Good job, girls. Good job. I think this area through here is called McKuen Point. And you can't see it from this side, but I always used to love this house that's right here on the right. When you're coming back the other way, you could always look up. They had a big, huge window into the living room that had a grand piano sitting at it, and I always thought that was so cool looking. I think there's a little trail right here that goes down to what they call Pebble Beach, I think. So it's a nice little beach. Coming up right here on the right is the Higgins Point boat launch. And then we're up to the final area of the car park that you can get to. But right up here, and from here on out, you'll see in the springtime, a billion people show up here to watch the eagles nest around here. And so they fly around a lot, and you'll see these people with these giant binoculars wandering around here. It's pretty cool. I don't think we're seeing them right this time of year, so. But that's what it's known for along here. Watching eagles. Oh look, it's the Go Fast girls. Come on, ladies. You can come on all the way to the top at Higgins Point. You're not done yet. But you're almost there. Come on. His name is Leopold. In 2002, local artist David Clemens designed and installed the statue. Leopold is an 1890 photographer sitting here. Been kind of a hard knock life for Leopold. He's been subject to abuse, including gunfire from passing cars on I-90. They just try and hit him as they're going by. So he's taking kind of a beating out there, but he still looks pretty good. So the birds of Higgins Point. Blue-tailed hummingbird, purple finch, American tree sparrow, northern flicker, long chickadee. These are all pretty red-breasted nuthatch. Yeah, pretty common birds for around here from my point of view. They look pretty good. I see a lot of those birds in my yard. Okay, let's scream this hill up to the top to Higgins Point. We're gonna do it. Woohoo! Okay, we have made it to Higgins Point, the eastern terminus of the Centennial Trail. Oh man, what a nice little picnic area this is up here. You gotta work to get here, but once you're here, this is a nice place to be. It's got all the amenities, plus beautiful views, and a place for me to sit my tired ass down and catch my breath. Welcome to Higgins Point. My good girl. Hey, common birds of Higgins Point. Looks like a couple from the before picture, but the Steller's jay is not different. The bald eagle, Song sparrow, pine grosbeak. Nice. Nice. Fire-dependent ecosystem. The Earth, born of fire, baptized by lightning, since before life's beginning has been, and is a fire planet. That was awesome! Thanks for pedaling along. Love from the peddler. Pedaling, pedaling.